Hi friends, welcome to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Caitlin. For those of you that are not new here, my face is happy that you are seeing it again. And today we are going to test out, do 3 looks with the Blend Bunny Cosmetics, the Dollhouse palette. Usually I just do 1 look with my first impressions, but I did 1 look with my Surge palette first impressions last time, and then people wanted more looks. So then I ended up doing 3 total looks, and I just thought, let's just do 3 looks right off the bat with this one. So anyways, if that is something that you are interested in, you should definitely keep on watching. If you like eyeshadow palette reviews, you should subscribe. I review palettes periodically on my channel, and I also do a ton of rankings where I review palettes that I've had in my collection for a long time and new palettes to me. So you should definitely subscribe if that's content that interests you. And make sure to leave a comment down below, as it helps out and gives this video a thumbs up. Okay, anyways, if you want to see my 3 looks with the Blend Bunny Cosmetics, the Dollhouse palette, then let's go ahead and get on into it. Okay, so I am priming my eyelids with the Smashbox Cosmetics 24-hour eyeshadow base, and now we're using the Dollhouse palette, and we are going in with this shade, oh crap. I also didn't keep track of the brushes. I think that's the B5. That's the fluffiest brush, right? And this is the shade Hold Me. Now I'm prepared. Okay. So yeah, just blending that into my crease. Blend, blend, blend. Now we're going in with the shade Rouge. And I don't remember which brush this is. It's one of the Blend Bunny brushes, but I don't remember which number. I'm gonna guess B4 based on the shade, because it looks like the second lightest shade, or lightest brush. And then going back in with that first brush. Okay, now we're going in with the shade Cinched. Just tapping that on the outer V of my lid. Blending that out with that first brush again. And then going back in with that shade Rouge just to add it back up because I felt like it went away. Okay, so now we're going to take the shade Tool. I'm putting it on a flat brush that I sprayed Fix Plus on. Just tapping that on the inner portion of the lid. And then taking the shade Imaginary and putting that on the... I used the other side of the same brush and again sprayed it with Fix Plus, and now I'm putting that on the other part of the lid. And then just blending all that together. Gonna do my face, be right back. Okay, I put the, I think it's the Amethyst Infinite Chrome pencil from Danessa Myricks in my waterline. And now I'm doing the same shades that I did up top on the lower lash line. So going in with Cinched right now, then going over it with Rouge. And then gonna take Hold Me. Blend all that out. And I'm going to take a little inner corner brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Pretend on the inner corner. And here's the finished look. What do we think? I love this little purple pinky moment. I'm a big fan. Matches my sweater. It's always a good time when your makeup matches your clothes. All right, moving on to look number 2. Okay, so using the Blend Bunny brushes again, but I don't remember which one's which. I'm going in with the shade Madame first. Putting that on the outer corner of my lid, and then I'm going to do a halo eye for this look, so then I'm going to take it on the inner corner of the lid also. Just tapping that on. I want to say that looks like the black brush from Blend Bunny, so I want to say that's B1. I don't know. Anyway, going over that with the shade Figure, which is the medium green shade in the palette. And then blending that all together. And then going to take the shade Porcelain, and drop the palette. I'm going to take the shade Porcelain and blend that out. I'm using, I think that's the B5 is the fluffiest one. Anyways, blending that out. Now I'm taking a flat brush and going in with the shade Chantilly. And I did spray this with Fix Plus as well. And then taking the other side of that flat brush and going in with the shade Pin Curls and putting that in the middle of where I just put Chantilly. Well, I didn't put Chantilly down. I put Chantilly on, like, I left a little gap. Does that make sense? Okay. Now we're going to take an angled eyeshadow brush and go in with the shade Stitched. And I'm going to do a wing with that shadow. This shadow is, like, so pigmented. It's, like, the perfect black to use for a wing if you want to do, like, a shadow versus, like, a liquid liner. Oh my gosh, stunning, amazing. I love it. I feel like it's more black than, like, some actual liquid liners I've tried. Like, it's super deep. So, huge fan of that shade. I also really liked the shimmers in this look. I didn't have issues with either of them. Anyways, did my face makeup, came back. I put Emerald, the Infinite Chrome eye pencil from Danessa Myricks in the waterline. And now I'm putting the shades that I just put up top on the bottom, the same matte shades. So, Madame, Figure, Porcelain, smoking out on the lower lash line. And then on the inner corner, putting the shade Lace, which was way more impactful than I thought it was, so I had to tap it out. All right, finished look. There we go. Really big fan of how this look turned out. I love it. I think it was fun with my little green cheetah print sweater. Okay, so I have primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-hour eyeshadow base, and then what I thought would be fun for this look is to try out, these are from Crown Noir Cosmetics. These are cut crease stencils. So I decided that we were going to try this out for this look. Okay, and there's multiple stencils in the pack, so I'm just gonna rip one of these. They're perforated, so you can take like a sheet out. Okay, and I think there's like a little instruction pamphlet that comes in here. Okay. So it's saying top is the left, bottom is the right, and then explains to you what your crease is, prime your eyes. Oh, and then it says to reduce stickiness, place the stencil on the back of your hand once, and then I'm going to take some tweezers. Okay, it does recommend doing guide marks. I did not do that, so I'm trying to decide. Yeah, okay. This is more difficult than I thought it was gonna be. Okay. I don't know if this is a good placement or not. We will see. Like, maybe I put it a little tight. Okay. So now I just need to match this on the other side, which is difficult because this side, I need like an eyebrow lift on like this eye. Okay. I think that's as good as we're getting it. Okay. So what I want to do for this look is I want to go with this cool toned, well, do I? Do I want to go with the cool toned row? I think we are going to go cool tone. That was my initial thought. Okay, I'm going to start with, this is the Blend Bunny Cosmetics B2 brush. And I'm going to go in with Stitched first, I think. And I'm just going to tap that along this edge, like of where that tape is, and pray that the stencil works. This black is so pigmented. I know I mentioned that in the look where I used it as a liner, but wow. So then I'm gonna go in with B. Do I wanna go B4? Yeah, I do. I'm gonna go B4. No, I don't. think I'm gonna go B3 with the shade. Oh, and I don't know if I said the black shade I just used is called Stitched. Now I'm going in with the shade Attic, and this is the B3, and I'm just gonna go over. Oh, and this gray's kind of got like a brown base to it. I like it. I feel like I maybe put these stencils a little high, but that's okay. You'll live and you'll learn. Okay. And then last brush I want to use is the B5. I think that should be good. Or do I want to go in with B4 at this point? I think I am going to use B4. We're going to keep these to little brushes. And we're going to go in with Display. And I'm just blending all of that together. Oh man, that created a really nice gradient, I feel like, with very minimal effort. For the moment of truth, actually, I'm gonna give it a second. This is just a random BH Cosmetics number 3 brush. It's like a flat, fluffy brush. I'm gonna take the shade Porcelain, which is this, not in the cool toned row, it's in the green row. It's like that creamy shade. I'm gonna put that under my brow just to give us a little bit more definition there. And then I'm gonna go back in with this brush that we used with Stitched, and I'm just gonna tap. I feel like we lost it a little bit on this side. Now for the moment of truth, I'm gonna take this stencil off. Ooh, okay, I mean, the stencil did what it was supposed to. That's like a really clean line. I mean, that looks nice. There is some, okay, so we did have some that looks like seeped through a little bit, but I'm going to take a brush. Okay, I'm gonna take, this is a BH Cosmetics number 9 brush. It's like an angled brush. I'm gonna go in with like just a tiny bit of Stitched. And I'm just making that a straight line. There we go. And then actually, what we're gonna do with Stitched is make like a black wing. So we're gonna create a wing, but I also want to put like a shimmer down. I think it's gonna be lace. I don't know, I feel like that's like really bright, but I don't know which other shimmer to use to accomplish what I want. So I need a flat brush. This is a Morphe M167. I am gonna spray it with some Fix Plus. I'm gonna go in with the shade Lace. This one felt more like the putty texture kind of that was in the Surge palette. So we'll see. And I'm not worried about bringing it all the way down because like I said, I'm gonna do a wing. So, oh wow. It's just like a very flaky textured shimmer, which it looks pretty on the eye, but it's just very messy. And I'm also messing up my cut crease because I'm getting it all up top. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back in with that angled brush from BH, and I'm just going to go over where some of those sparkles came. Okay, now I'm going to take that same BH brush and the shade Stitched. I'm going to create my wing. I definitely think I lifted this higher. I think I should have, like the stencil, I should have let it droop down more. It did what it was supposed to. All right then, so I'm gonna do the other eye off camera and then my base makeup, and then I'll come back for the lower lash line. Okay, so I have done everything except the lower lash line. So, if you're curious what lashes I'm wearing, these are the Nova lashes from Lunar Beauty. And for the lower lash line, I'm going to take that same angled brush from BH Cosmetics in the shade Stitched. And I'm just going to connect from where we have that wing going up top. I'm going to bring it in like that. And then let's take the the B3 brush in the shade Attic, and then the B4 brush in the shade Display. Alright, and then I'm going to take this as a ColourPop L1 brush, and we're going to go with the shade Lace, and I'm just going to dab that on the inner corner. Okay, so this is, I'm not going to spray setting spray because it is 7:30 at night. It's kind of a waste. So anyways, this is the finished look. What do you guys think? Which look was your favorite? I'm going to have to go with, like, I really like this look. I don't know, I really liked the second. Oh, I didn't put lower lash line mascara, so I guess that was not the finished look. Hold. There we go. Now here's the finished look. Anyways, I think I like this look. It's definitely different for me, and I really liked how those stencils worked. I also bought the half cut crease stencils from that same Crown Noir Cosmetics, and I think I'll really like those. I'm not like a full cut crease gal. I think this looks cool, but I think I'm gonna have to play around with like how I place the stencil and how I like it on my eye shape. But I really like how this look turned out. I think it's a tie between this look and the green look, so look number 2. So yeah, those were my favorites. Let me know in the comments down below which look you like the best. Now let's move into my overall thoughts on the palette. So first things first, I really like Blend Bunny's packaging. I just like the, you know, like it's a thin cardboard box. I don't think the Surge palette has a mirror, so I do appreciate that there is a mirror in this one, although it doesn't bother me when palettes, maybe the Surge palette does have a mirror. I feel like it doesn't, but I don't know. I don't have it sitting in front of me. I could not be lazy and get up and get it, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, I like this palette. Okay, so I didn't use any of these shades. I think I used all but Glass Eyes. So I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 8, 10, so I've used 15. So I think I've used exactly like half of the palette. I've really liked it so far. Some of these shimmer shades have that similar formula to the shimmer shades I felt like the Surge palette had, where they're like sort of like putty-ish in the pan, but once you get them to like lift up, they get kind of flaky. I'm describing kind of like how that shade Lace works. But really beautiful on the eyes. They don't like create like a weird texture on the lid. They're just really sparkly. I do have some, well actually I don't know if I have a tiny bit of fallout from that Lace shade, but I did not use a glitter glue. I did wet my brush though. So just something to know. I did do my eye makeup first, so that means that it's just kind of fallen as the look's gone on. So you probably do want to use a glitter glue with those shimmer shades. But I didn't notice, like I felt like I had 0 issues working with like Chantilly, Pin Curls, and Tulle. They all, oh, and Imaginary. All 3 of those didn't really have that flaky texture. I noticed it more with Pretend and Lace. Again, I haven't used every shimmer shade, so I'll have to try it out more to, you know, give more thoughts. But I do rank every palette that I use in the month at the end of the month. So as I kind of continue to use palettes, I give my thoughts in an ongoing way. So if you're not subscribed, I recommend that if you're curious about my thoughts as time goes on. So the mattes in this palette, standard Blend Bunny mattes, like they are really good quality. I really actually feel like this is going to end up becoming like my go-to neutral palette, because you have pretty much every neutral shade you could want in this palette, and you can, like, I don't know, I just think it's really good. I really like how they did like neutrals, but then also like muted kind of purples and greens to make it almost like a colorful neutral palette. I think it's really nice. I'm really digging this palette. Nothing but good things to say. If you're on the fence, I'd recommend getting it. I think it's awesome. And I say that as somebody who likes both neutral palettes and colorful palettes. So those are my 2 cents. Let me know your thoughts on the palette down below if you plan on picking it up, if you already did pick it up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!